They say the most difficult job in the world is being a DoorDash driver. Imagine if you were taking orders late at night and instead of getting money, you actually run someone over with your car. I think that would be one of my biggest fears, actually, is accidentally killing someone with my car. Luckily, that doesn't happen today. A person gets run over, but they survive. But either way, the police pull up on the scene and they start getting stories from both sides.
She hit me with the car and her right passenger wheel was over my throat.
Do you know her?
She's a DoorDash driver. We just ordered some food.
She drove off with our order and we were just trying to stop her to get our order.
And
she hit him with her car.
There was a confusion with the order, and we tried to tell her we were just around the way, and she forced the issue trying to say that she was going to cancel the order, but we were literally just right here, and then when we stepped and tried to tell her we were in front of her, she just...
So you guys live here?
Yeah.
They do.
Okay, and she's just a DoorDasher?
Yeah.
This is what they did. She finally called back. Okay. I'm talking to DoorDash. I answered the first time. She hung up before I could get all the way on. Okay. Then she said she called back 3 more times. I'm talking to DoorDash. She did call back.
We're just holding right here.
Okay. I finally called. I finally answered. He said, well, go ahead and answer the phone. Because I said I got to cancel this order, right? That's what I called DoorDash for. That's when they called me back. I answered. They sat there and hung up. They called back 3 more times. I went on and I'm still talking to DoorDash.
So they're gonna let her finish telling her side of the story soon, but for now they're gonna get her detained and out of the car that seems to be parked in a really weird spot. Somehow she ran that guy over and then jumped to the curb. But my initial thought is, why was she gonna cancel the order if they didn't answer the phone to come pick up the order? Real nigga like myself would see that they weren't picking up the phone and they weren't answering texts, but I would just like double park somewhere or like on the street and then drop the food off in front of their house because it still says the address. Just because they don't pick up the phone, you have their address. You could just like leave the food at their house and then move on to the next order. But it's kind of a weird choice to pull up, call them, and then they don't answer the phone like maybe once or twice, and then to immediately be like, well, I tried. That's a little interesting. But then again, you know, it's not like there's a fucking training guide at DoorDash. You pretty much get what you get. You literally hire anybody. So, I mean, I don't think she's wrong for canceling the order, considering she did try to call them and text them. But it is kind of crazy that she wouldn't have dropped that order off at her door. And also, at the same time, if you fucking ordered DoorDash, you should be on your phone in tracking the order. What are you doing? If the driver calls your phone, you should pick up as soon as you can. Can't imagine spending money on DoorDash and then just completely ignoring your phone when you get a phone call. And this has happened to me a lot before, and it's pissed me off before. How is it that you ordered all this food and it says to hand it to customer? You chose the option to get it handed to you, and for some fucking reason, you're still not there when I pull up. I know you can see me. You have the tracker on your phone. I'm sharing my GPS location. You can see the very second that I pull up on your street. You should know when I pull up outside. I shouldn't even have to ring the doorbell. Just wasting my time for no reason. Like I don't have other orders. Like I'm not already late to the next store. So off rip, I can already kind of see how both sides are kind of pissing the other off. But for the officers on the scene, they have a bit of detective work they need to do in order to sniff out the truth here. Clearly both sides are biased against the other. Like the DoorDash driver is saying that she was attacked, but then the customers are saying that they were wronged and that they're the victims. One of them's got to be lying. So they pretty much just work on getting each side's story, and I'm gonna piece that together in this edit as well as I can.
So we're walking to the building. She told us she was at 37, which is down that way. We're at 44. And we see the car driving by. I'm like, oh, I think that's her car. So we're yelling after her, hey, can we get the order? Can we get the order? Right here, she's pulling up. My friends are pulling up. They're like, hey, can we just get the order, please? Like, we just want the order. We just want the order. She hit my friend with her car. It was my boyfriend and my friend right there that's on the ground.
He stood in front of the car?
No, he was on the side. He was like, hey, that's our order. Can we please just get our order? Can we please just get our order? She was yelling, screaming. I was all the way down the road, but I saw it all happening. She whipped around and literally hit him with, ran him over.
So she was going to leave?
Yeah, she was going this way. And we're running after to get the order because, as you can see, the order is still in the car. We just wanted our order that we paid for. That was it. We weren't trying to cause problems.
So where was he standing? Right where he's sitting right now, where he got hit?
Yeah.
Or no? Or did he move?
He was like walking like this, and she was driving. He was saying, "Hey, can I get the order?"
And what did she do?
She basically whipped the car around, and he was on the side of it, so she ran him over.
This way?
Yeah, she was
facing this way.
So how did she
end up there?
She was reversing and doing all this crazy stuff. After she hit him, he said, hey, hey, he was screaming out loud, oh my God, I'm in pain, like, help me, help me. She was running him over. My boyfriend was saying, hey, stop, stop, stop. And she was reversing, driving all crazy. That's how she got stuck there.
So
Did she like reverse into you, or did she hit
no,
you front first?
she hit the forward, because she definitely didn't just
But where were you standing at when she hit you?
right over here on the sidewalk, because she was on the phone with her when we were over here on the sidewalk trying to flag her down and saying that we were over here, because she couldn't get a hold of where the location was, because the apartment complex always just gives her a random location. So we pulled off onto the side after she was on the phone with her for 10 minutes because it was her order.
Okay.
So we came over here after she had said she was going to cancel the order, and the Taco Bell just spot is just right here. And so we pulled off over here to where she could see us, because she said she was having trouble finding us. And then as we put over here to where she could see us, she said she was still going to cancel the order. So we proceeded to where she could see us, so she didn't have to cancel the order. And then I stepped in front of the car so she didn't obviously have to leave. And then she just proceeded to go forward. She didn't stop. She didn't refuse. She just...
So how did her window get smashed out?
I couldn't tell you that. I was the one under the car.
So the first girl is definitely biased. From her story, it makes it sound like, you know, this was intentional. Like, this guy was standing on the side of the road, and the DoorDash driver intentionally fucking whipped that bitch to make sure she got extra points for hitting pedestrians. But I don't think that's the case. But the way the DoorDash driver is acting doesn't sound malicious. It sounds like she genuinely just accidentally ran someone over. And I think we also got an answer to why she didn't just drop it off at the door, is because it's an apartment complex and the pin that's in the app is wrong, I guess, in this area, which does happen, but usually it's resolved with a phone call, which didn't work in this situation. So I can now see why she would cancel. How else is she gonna know where to go? But if it's an apartment complex, wouldn't it still have the apartment number? But then again, some apartment complexes, you have to have like a gate code in order to get in. But even still, I still wouldn't cancel the order at that point. I think I'd just leave it in front of the apartment building and take a picture. But I can see why she would cancel it. But yeah, that first girl was out for fucking blood. I guess she just saw her friend get run over. I guess she wouldn't. I guess from her perspective, this is an attempted murder. But the reality is they attacked a car and he ended up getting ran over for it. There had to have been a better way to get her attention. I don't see why they had to jump on her car, bust out the window to get, like, what are we doing here? If you got to do all that, just take the refund and get food somewhere else.
I was trying to make my delivery. If you get my phone, it's all in my phone.
Okay.
Please go get my phone.
I will get your phone.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm making deliveries for DoorDash.
Yeah.
I still have another delivery to do. It's in the back seat. I still need to cancel that. If you let me, please. So anyway, I was in the process of getting my deliveries. There was 2 deliveries all at the same time, okay? Then I sat out there and I picked them up. I come here, this is the first place I got to deliver to. Okay, so I can't find the building. It's not that I'm not in the complex, I just can't find the building. So I called, I said, look, you either gotta call me back and help me, because they're saying they can't call me. Why not? But they end up calling me, okay? Make it make sense. So then they said they can't call me. I said, well, I need you to call me or I cancel because I can't find you and I have to go on to the next customer.
Okay.
Next delivery. I said next delivery. Then, no, please don't. Did it in building 44. I need you to call me. And I can't text and drive. I keep saying I can't text and drive. I keep having to stop. They're not understanding I can't text and drive. I need to get going. I need to go on to the next delivery. Next, you know, they called back. They did call back. And then I was talking to the person. When I called back, when I answered, they hung up. So then I went back to talking to them, talking to DoorDash. I'm still talking to DoorDash because I'm trying to cancel it. Then he sits up there and she calls back 3 more times because she said she was the one calling. And then sure enough, when I answered the phone to her the 4th time because I was still talking to DoorDash and I said, well, let me answer her if she wants. I mean, when I answer, she says, yeah, something, I hope you hear me. Something about the order and then I hope you hear me. I said, well, I hear you, and now I need to cancel because I'm not taking that.
That's a very different story than they were telling just a few seconds ago, for just a few minutes ago. Now I actually see why she canceled the order. It's because they were being assholes. No, that's valid. No, yeah. You want to order food and then not answer the phone when we get there, and then you want to get mad at B when you're not cooperating? That's crazy. Have fun with that refund, bud. Oh shit, it's early. It's like 2 a.m. Yeah, get someone else to deliver your McDonald's for you. How about that? Ain't no reason for you to be mean to the DoorDash driver unless they eat your food. Then in which case, yeah, that's valid.
As I'm pulling out of here, I'm stopping to make sure I'm getting ready to turn out. Boom, 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 boom. All in my car. Ah! Yeah, I hit the gas. I was scared. I panicked. They attacked my car.
You're saying those sounds. What does that mean?
They jumped my car.
What do you mean jump your car?
They literally attacked my car.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah.
All three of them.
Okay, but what do they do? Did they punch it? What do they do?
You see my window?
I got the story.
So what'd she say?
Okay, so she's saying that she was going to deliver their order, couldn't find their building, so she called them. She kept giving them different building numbers, so she was like, okay, I gotta go on to the next customer, I can't find it. So she said, as she was coming to leave out here, the three of them, one of them punches the window, breaks the window, and they start like attacking the car. So she said she got scared, she drove off and hit them.
So she didn't hit him intentionally. It was like kind of an
I
accident.
mean, does she know which one broke her?
She said all three of them were attacking the window. I'll figure out which one specifically.
So based on all of the evidence, I think it's succinct to say the DoorDash driver is not in the wrong here, not the asshole. It sounds like these guys were pissed off they weren't going to get their order, and so one of them punched this lady's window out, which caused her to accelerate on the gas because she was being attacked, which led to that guy getting run over. But from the sound of it, it doesn't sound like the first girl. It doesn't sound like she saw or heard the guy smash the window in, which I find hard to believe because there's no way that guy got out of here without a bloody ass hand. He didn't punch that window in and then was like fine, and that's evident from the fact that he's not even anywhere to be seen. All this time has passed. She said there were 3 people who attacked her car, and they so far have only interviewed 2, and that's because the third person definitely got the fuck out of here to treat his blood wound. You don't just punch a window and end up fine. Glass fucking hurts, and these guys, they had to have been drinking. That or that guy has some serious anger issues. What the fuck? You punched your driver's window out while you're cursing them out? Like, damn. Even if this driver like actually canceled the order on DoorDash's end, I'm pretty sure that if you were nice about it and if you actually flagged them down, they would still give you the food. Like, it's not like it would be hard to still just hand you the food. But these guys were dickheads about it, yelling at her and then ultimately punching her window out. That's crazy work. Shit, I mean, we eating the food while we wait for the police to come up here. Like, damn, you want to punch my window out since they want to be assholes? And now we have to waste our time all waiting for an ambulance and the police. I'm getting hungry. Shit. But the absolute worst part about all of this is that she had another order. That person's just not getting their food now. And they're not even going to know that the DoorDash driver just got arrested. They just see like the DoorDash driver is just stationary now. Now they need refunds. So now everybody's night is ruined because of these guys who wanted to punch this lady's window out. So now that the cops have pieced together this story, they uncuff the DoorDash driver and they start looking for the guy who punched her window out because, like I said, he's not here.
So right now I'll have you stand up. I'm going to take you out of the cuffs, okay?
I swear to
Okay,
God,
so
I didn't do
turn
it.
around and face the front of the
I
car
would
for
never
me.
do nothing like that. I would never do somebody's kid. I have a
hear
kid
you. I
myself.
hear you.
I'm a grandmother.
Hey, go ahead and just face the car. I'm going to take you out of cuffs. When I
Is he okay? Let me ask you, is he okay
He's
at
all right.
least?
I think he's gonna be okay. Settle
I
down. We're
can't
gonna
take
figure this
this.
out, all right?
If I saw him, he's clean face.
It's not the guy who's sitting right here?
No,
Okay.
he has a lighter hoodie on. He's the one that was in the front. That's
Yeah,
how
so-
he got hit. I did not hit him on purpose. I swear to God.
What we're saying is if you saw the third suspect,
I
would you be able to
wouldn't
recognize him?
because he hit me in my face.
Okay.
He punched my window out after he boom, 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 until he could get it busted, and he busted it, and he hit me in my face.
Do you want to press charges for him hitting you, man? Understood. Do you see that guy standing in front of the fire
Yeah,
truck?
just
Sorry,
kind of
over
look
here?
over here.
Do you see him standing in front of the fire? Oh, sorry.
I can't see.
Over here? Just tell me if he's the guy who punched you and punched the window. That's him?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so you're gonna be detained right now.
Okay.
Not under arrest, you're just being detained. I don't have any more.
Why?
Relax.
Is detained. For that.
Get me away from him before I go to jail anyway.
So just so you know, he's going to be going to jail for hitting you and breaking your window, okay? Would you be able to give one of our officers just a statement?
Please.
Yeah, no worries. We want to make sure you're okay.
So you're gonna be under arrest, okay? For relax. You're gonna be under arrest for breaking the window and assaulting her, okay?
He's going to be going to jail for breaking the window.
No. For what?
It's going to be for breaking the window, okay?
How do we know that he broke the window?
I can't even come up with a joke. It's just too funny. How do we know he broke the window? I don't know. Could it be the blood on his hands? They didn't look for blood on his hands. I'm just assuming he has blood on his hands because there's no way he punched through a window and he doesn't have glass shards in his hands. But even if they didn't look for that, the driver ID'd him, so he's going to jail. I don't know why they had to show this woman's reaction to it. I think it's pretty clear she didn't see him punch the window. She just saw the guy get run over, I think is what happened. I think that guy was getting run over and she just completely blanked out on the guy behind her doing whatever. But it's pretty funny that she just now has to process that information. So that guy ended up getting charged with criminal damage to property and assault for punching that lady and breaking her window. And the DoorDash driver didn't face any charges, which is good, actually. She didn't do anything wrong. This all could have been resolved up until the point when he was punching on the window. Alcohol, man, it's one hell of a drug. But that's the end of the video. Tip your DoorDash drivers. Don't fucking assault them. Tip them, please. And also like and subscribe. And go follow my gaming channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.